Hey Taurus, this message is for you. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, and I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. It is July 5th. I think it's like 8:30 in the morning, but I wanted to get these messages out as I haven't posted in a while. So bear with me. I only have 2 decks with me while I'm traveling, and the lighting isn't the same, so sorry. All right, let's get into it. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. No, I just did Taurus last night. Okay, so it is Gemini. Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. Gemini. Maybe there's something in the Taurus read for you. I don't know. Oh, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Let's see. All the reads were very good last night. You might be observing something that has happened. It's like your responsibility in the situation was just to merely observe, okay? So, if you were wondering, what am I supposed to do with this situation? Like, do I have to fix this? No, you don't. Yeah, if you were wondering why a situation has happened, your role and responsibility in the situation was to merely observe it, okay? And you might ask yourself, why was that my only role? Higher power at the bottom. You know what? Let me pull this forward a little bit because I feel like it's so far back. I'm like trying to show you the cards and I can't even read them myself. So, all right. So, Gemini, Gemini, what's going on? Sorry, my voice is hoarse. I don't know if it's the climate or what, but maybe I'm getting sick. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. What is going on with Gemini? Or maybe this is someone else's. I don't know. Oh my. Okay. Truth be told, Treasure Island. I think almost every single, has every sign so far gotten Treasure Island? I don't know. I think so. I don't know. You'll have to check them out. I don't remember. I know I just did them last night, but and then the split says the fates and TikTok. Something's faded. It's like, hurry up, hurry up. It's about to make its way known. Okay, Gemini. Sorry, it's early, but I was like, I've got to get these messages out. My hair is a mess. Oh, oh well, whatever. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Change in the wind. And I can't leave it there. I'm going to do one more, maybe. One more. Spirit. Okay, 2 more. Well, there's higher power and flexible. All right. So let's see. I'm going to get the tarot out in a second and we'll dive into deeper messages. It's like, stay flexible at this time because it's like you intuitively know that something's about to happen. Never-ending story is at the bottom. It's like a replay over and over again. It's like, why is this happening? And you might literally be asking yourself, why? Why? I think Spirit is trying to tell you, like, you are supposed to just be observing the situation to see some sort of truth. There's some sort of truth that unlocks something for you. It unlocks Treasure Island. Because of some sort of truth that you are seeing. It's like if you have a karmic tie, a karmic debt, you can't go forward until you have satisfied this karmic debt. Okay? And by you observing some situation, that alone is going to unlock a truth that's been locked up inside of you. And you're going to see some sort of truth that has been there all along, but it's been locked, you're not able to access it. So there's some sort of truth that's going to lead to Treasure Island, okay? And Treasure Island, that's the change in the wind, right? That's what's happening. It's like you have to see something in order to understand it differently, in order to unlock some sort of truth within you. And that's what's changing things for you. But I kind of feel like a karmic debt is being satisfied. Being fulfilled. All right, what's going on with our Geminis in the world? Wherever Gemini is in your chart. Okay? All right, what's going on with Geminis today? I feel like all frumpy because it's like, I don't know. It's like a strange setup. But anyway, what's going on with Geminis? Gemini. Yeah, why is this all out here, Spirit? What's going on with our Geminis? What's the major message here? Oh, okay. There's been a lot of sadness, maybe in your life. By you observing something, you're seeing your life differently, your sadness differently. All right? This is enlightenment. I don't even have reversals in my thing, so it's weird that it came out like that, because usually I put them their correct way because I just don't necessarily read reversals. But this is about someone that has been enlightened. They no longer have to sacrifice themselves and their comfort and they don't have to sacrifice themselves anymore. It's like they're seeing differently. Maybe that is the key. You don't have to sacrifice yourself anymore. You can be comfortable. You can be happy. It is safe for you to be happy, and it's encouraged, okay? You don't have to sacrifice your happiness and your safety and your health and your comfort for anyone. And I think that that has been one of the reasons you've been so sad. Maybe you've sacrificed a lot. I mean, the bottom of this deck, the first deck, is kind of speaking to me. Never-ending story, right? All that sadness, 3 of Swords. But now you're starting to feel a different way, right? The Ace of Cups. You're starting to feel like maybe it's time to go from that experience, from those feelings. You don't have to stay in the sadness anymore. You don't have to sacrifice your own happiness so others can be happy. People are responsible for their own happiness. It is not up to you to try to make someone happy. It is up to you to realize that you are important and your happiness is important. And it's okay to love yourself enough to say, I don't really need to be in this situation anymore. I can go from this. Co-create, round and round, fates, tick-tock, no place like home. So much time to go home. Do the hard work. You're in between worlds. Because this world is not for you. Your new life is coming. You have a new lease on life, okay? All right, Gemini, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, okay, so you're thinking about all of the situations that you've been in and all the effort you put into it, all the people, all the effort, all the time, all the money, all your heart, body, and soul, right? And you're sitting there thinking, like, is this worth it? Is this worth all my painstaking energy? Do I need to continue this? What has it done for me? Where has it gotten me? This song, I think it's by Paula Abdul, What Have You Done For Me Lately? What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. Oh, is it Janet Jackson? I don't know. It's one of those guys. One of those ladies. I don't know. But so you're really assessing your past situations and all of the efforts you put in. And you're like, do I want to continue this the next 10 years? Is this something that is worth investing in? This is a very motherly energy here with the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles next to it. It's like a mother taking care of a family, right? And there's something about you and your stability and your family that has you wondering all of this. You're observing maybe someone else's family. I mean, this could be someone else's family that you're like taking a look at someone else's family. That's the observer energy that we have there. And you're like, gosh, you're thinking back about all the crazy stuff in your past. And you're like, oh my gosh. You know, like that was me 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or whatever, right? 30 years ago, 50 years ago. Or that was me 2 years ago. Whatever your situation is, okay? You follow. And you're like, oh my gosh, you're starting to see your life differently, right? You're starting to see all the years that have gone by, all the energy you put into something, and all the sadness that was attached to any and all of it. Maybe this is a mother, like your mother. Maybe this is you. This is your family, or this is someone else and their family, okay? But it's like, do you want to continue that legacy? Do you want to continue on that way? Looking back at all these years and all the efforts you put into anything, and all the sadness that was attached to any and all of it. Maybe this is a mother, like your mother. Maybe this is someone else and their family, okay? But it's like, do you want to continue that legacy? Do you want to continue on that way? Looking back at all these years and all the efforts you put into anything, specifically just whatever your efforts have been put into. All the sadness, it's sadness, right? And you're thinking, like, is that worth investing in and keeping that legacy going? Is that worth, if there's a lot of arguments or something, there could be questions like, we keep doing it over and over again. Why do we keep doing this? There's a lot of questions of why, okay? Why have I experienced all this sadness? Why have I put in all this effort and still got all this sadness? I think that someone fears happiness. I think it's like, what would that look like if I were happy? What does that even look like? Maybe someone hasn't even experienced love or happiness. All they've been experiencing are all these sad. Sorry, my hair. all this sadness, and someone is really taking a deep, hard look at, what do I want to invest in now? Why have I been working so hard and still, there's some sort of truth coming because you're taking a deep look at a situation, whether it's your own family or it's someone else's, right? All right, so we have Taurus energy with the Hierophant. Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Sun. My God, that is like the happiest energies ever. Like, that's so good. Look at all of this. Okay. There's a couple messages I'm getting, okay? There's quite a bit coming in, so I'm gonna give you all of them, all of the things that are coming in. I am reading for many people, and so there's many different energies, okay? Take the one that fits your story. Okay, so here's the first one. There is a very dutiful person, right? Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be a woman. It can be a man, whatever. There's someone that is very nurturing and dutiful to their family with the Ten of Pentacles here. They're very committed. Their family is their commitment. They are committed to their family. They're starting to feel like something has to change. This is a feeling. This is a renewal. This is like you're filling your own cup. Something has to change. All this sadness because you put all this effort, and for what? You still were sad in the end. This could be someone you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be you, okay? It could be someone that you're very close to, and it's the biggest energy around you at this time. Okay? So something's about to change. It's fated to change. There is fated happiness here. Renewal, healing, clarity, truth, right? Purity. Now, there's something here maybe about, you could be dealing with the Taurus, okay? Capricorn and Virgo. All the earth signs. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, and I already said Taurus and Leo. Okay. Yeah, it's like whatever you've been investing in, it's time to walk away from that because it hasn't panned out. It's not the 10 of Pentacles. You're still getting just 7 of Pentacles. So it's time to move forward, and change is on its way, right? Change in the wind. Treasure Island. I mean, these last 4 cards are awesome. What is going on here, though, Spirit? Seriously. There's quite a bit of messages. So things are about to change. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the change in the wind, okay? That is change. And it's fated change. There could be someone that has invested a lot of time and energy into sadness, and they're looking at what all this time that's gone by and wasted. They're wondering why. And someone is about to offer a commitment. That's another story, okay? Like I said, there's several things coming through, and I'm trying to dissect it all, but someone is about to commit for the long term, like a marriage proposal. That is a message for 1, 2, or 3, maybe a handful of you, okay? Someone is about to commit. They're going to offer like sanctity, like an actual marriage proposal. Absolutely. But I think it's not before this observation and these questions. Why have I had all this sadness all this time? Well, that is where the truth is. When you start asking yourself why, that opens a whole book of worms, right? And a lot of people, they don't have the tenacity, and they don't have the courage and the strength to open that can. But it's necessary for change, okay? If you want change, if you don't want to be sad anymore, you don't want to keep investing in that same energy, and you want results, your first step is to ask, why are you in this situation? Why? It's as simple as that. Just start asking yourself why. That's where you're going to find truth. That's when the door opens and truth hits you right in the face. It's like, oh, be truthful with yourself. Be truthful with yourself. Be honest and brave. Ask the questions. Why has this been happening to me? Or why is this happening to that person? There is treasure in the truth, okay? And here is Libra energy with the King of Swords. It's like a lot of truth. A lot of truth, but there's a lot of truth coming out. And it takes a lot of strength and courage to ask yourself that question. Why has this happened to me? Why does it keep happening to me? Well, if you don't see that there's a problem, it's because you're not being truthful with yourself. If something keeps happening over and over again to you in your life, over and over again, you are the one thing that is in common with all of it, right? So why It's like, take a step back, see things from a different perspective. Why is this happening to you? It's not someone else's fault. There's a lesson here for you. There's some sort of truth that you haven't unlocked. You haven't opened that door to see the truth. Because it does. It takes a lot of strength and courage. It takes a mighty, strong person to ask the hard questions and to be honest and truthful with themselves. That's the only way to be. Why? Why is this happening? Look at all this truth. There's like truth everywhere. Truth is your treasure. That's when change can happen, is when you start being truthful and honest with yourself. Let me see. I feel like it's really bright in here. Just a second. All right. It's not so glaring, huh? All right. Just one more second. I was like, last night my reading was a lot brighter, but I had the TV on, and the TV's right here. Does that help? I don't know. I don't know. It just is whatever it is. Sorry. Anyway, there's a lot of conflict probably within your family unit, and it's caused a lot of sadness over the last many years. God, these messages keep coming out. Oops. Ace of Wands. It's like a wild card. No, it's not. If you have the strength and courage to be very honest with yourself and with others, mostly with yourself, why is this happening? Or maybe ask other people if they're like, oh, this keeps happening, and they're just like stuck. Say it. Say, well, why do you think this is happening? What are you going to do about it? It takes a lot of strength and courage to be honest with yourself. Because that would mean that you made a mistake somewhere along the line, and then you kept making the same mistake, and then you feel like an ass, and you feel ridiculous, like, I can't believe I did that all these years, the same thing over and over again. What the hell? Why couldn't I see it? Why? Well, because you didn't want to. But I think Spirit is bringing a lot of clarity to a lot of people. Spirit is inspiring people to see the truth of situations, of their situation. And Gemini, you're no different. Okay? There is a lot of healing when this happens, okay? This is why there's a never-ending story. This is why things keep going over and over and over. You keep doing the same thing over and over again. This is why. It's like, see that mirror that is right next to her? I don't know if you can see it or not. She has a mirror there, and it's like, why? Well, pick up the mirror and look at it. It reflects you. This is why. Something that keeps happening in your life There's truth there if you have the strength and courage to look at it. I'm sorry. Some of these messages this week have been really tough messages. You know, if you have the strength and courage to look at something truthfully and ask the questions, it's going to inspire more questions. You're going to feel a little bit like, oh, and I feel like you're going to put the dots together, connecting the dots. For some reason, I feel like this is not like confusion anymore. It's, you've been in a state of confusion, but this is more now like, oh, now I see all the connecting, how everything's connected. You're putting the puzzle piece together. And it's going to happen quickly. Karma. Karma. Okay, Sagittarius energy with Temperance. It's like mass hysteria, mass confusion, not being interested. This is why it's going to cause some confusion for you, because, I mean, it is going to be confusing. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see this? It's going to cause a lot of different feelings. But the real reason is because you didn't want to look at it. You didn't want to look at it. You were being a brat. Or someone around you, okay? Take the story how it resonates. You know your story. You know where you are in this, okay? You know where other people are in this as well. I have to say, I feel like we are all in this together. I don't think it's just you, Gemini. I feel like every single one of us need to have the strength to look at the past 10, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it's been, and really look at why has all this sadness happened. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, so that you can see the truth and you can change it. Okay? But you have to make the decision. You're being called to make a decision, go left or go right. This is the turning point. Do you want to stay stuck and keep doing the same things over and over and over again and not get anywhere? Or do you want to see the truth and be successful? And successfully overcome any kind of disappointments that you've had, maybe third-party energy, partying, any of that, right? You are being tempered at this time, so Spirit is helping you get through all of this sadness, because it's like, what have I been doing all these years? It just makes me so sad that I have invested all my energy in that way. It's like, there's a lot of people out there, I'm not saying it's you, but there's a lot of people out there that are not interested in being happy. They don't want it. I don't know why they don't want it, but they don't. And that makes me sad for them, but they're not interested in celebrating life and being happy and having that stable energy, right? They aren't interested in it. Some people are very interested in mass confusion. Well, it does take a lot of effort to rebuild. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication to be happy. I mean, you have to, like, it's a choice. It's a choice. But some people just don't want it. And some people are protecting it. What's this last card here? I feel that, okay, here's a message for single people out there that are listening and this story is resonating. Once you take a look at the reasons why things keep happening and you allow that door of truth to open, what's going to happen is some sort of lifelong partner is going to come in. Some of you don't want that and some of you do, okay? But that's what's going to happen once you see the truth. Look. Yes, thank you, Spirit. If you're wishing for a relationship, that's what's going to happen. By you putting in the work, doing the hard work, really taking a look at why things happen in your life. If they cause you discomfort, ask yourself why. Why is this even happening? And really look at it. Really take a deep, hard look at it and be truthful and honest with yourself. And if you don't like what you see, change it. It's simple. It's that simple. And I say it's that simple because I've done it myself. I cry about it for a day or two and then I change it. It's that simple. Cry about it. Absolutely. Be sad that you have it. It's an ego blow, okay? It is. It's an absolute ego blow. Just look at your life and say, why? And then see it for what it is. And, oh, well, I am part of the cause of what is going. I am the only cause to what's going on in my life. I can change it. I have the power. I have all the strength and the courage backing me. Spirit's helping me with temperance here. I've got the sun here. I've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Star card and the Hanged Man. See it differently. If you're feeling confused, ask yourself, why is all of this happening? And really dissect it. Be truthful and honest with yourself. That's when change can happen. That's when your happiness can come in. If you're wishing for a star, wishing on a star, if you're wishing for a partner that loves you and is going to do the hard work and come together, in union with your divine counterpart, this is what it takes. If you don't have what it takes, that's okay. This video is not for you. Put the hard work into it, and you will reap so many benefits. Okay? Be flexible with yourself and understand that change doesn't happen overnight. This is something that you're going to constantly be doing all your life. I do it all the time. And usually when I have, when I get real with myself, and it happens frequently for me, okay? All the time. And I'm saying all the time. Like 2 or 3 times a month. That's how frequently. When you have the strength and courage to really get down to the nitty-gritty details of why things are going on around you in your life, and you're able to connect the dots, and do that investigative work, that's when healing is going to come in, and you are going to reap the benefits of it. You're going to see things so much clearer. It's like nothing's going to stop you. Everything you wish for is going to come in. There's going to be a lot of healing for you and people that you love. This family dynamic that I was talking about earlier, that is going to heal whatever's going on in your family, or maybe your friend group or whatever. I think it's family. You're going to see that your relationship with people that you care about, especially, your relationships are going to heal because you are starting to do something differently. You are seeing it differently, and you are then able to respond differently. It only takes one person to respond differently to create, it only takes one domino to be pushed for the whole bunch of them, the whole lot of dominoes to fall, right? Same too, it takes only one person to really be honest with themselves and start making those changes in their lives. It only takes a small change, a small way of responding or reacting, if you're a reactor. It only takes one change to change everyone. And do it consistently, okay? Don't just do it one day and then that's that and expect amazing results. It takes effort, time, energy, and effort, okay? It does. Not everyone's up for that task. But if you are, you're going to have so many benefits. Okay? Man, what an interesting read. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. 4th of July weekend. It's the 5th. So have a great day. Bye.